The guard will be one of ours. We have to eliminate him after we destroy the evidence, though. Yeah, she saved him. So, their plan to get rid of that guard from beginning. Well then, I'll make arrangements the day after the rest. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdown shall end his own life. When he does, you, who is you? Because he's talking. You'll become great hero who saved Japan from this evil. As will I, of course. I mean Shido, right? That politician guy, I mean. If I'm mistaken by the name. Sorry, nose. I knew he was acting strangely, but to think he was this far gone. Yeah. He's no ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental shutdown crimes. On top of that, there is someone else commanding Akechi. Someone with great authority, so great they can order assassination in police station. That's why we had to make a move before they did. I see. We baited Akechi into his palace, making him dispose of our leader's fake. Dispose of our leader's fake, okay, but think he killed him. Oh. Can you elaborate on that more detail? What exactly happened into my cognitive world? She's so nice. So pure. We are sorry for using you without your permission. Your palace had all the conditions we needed. What conditions? First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in the reality. That palace based on the real world, after all. Anywhere that's not wrapped look like just normal. World. That's why nobody but the person who used the nav even realized they're in the metaverse. Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing. Bring back memory. Yeah, we had no idea. Sorry. Ooh, this is gonna be a tough day. You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortion around. We had already investigated Nijima-san Palace when Makoto brought this suggestion to us. I'm surprised by that. was seriously impressed by that suggestion.
ぶっちゃけ理解できなくて乗っかるしかなかったけどな。
To be honest, I didn't quite understand it, but I went along with it. It was a great idea.
ああ、
Yep,
さすが作戦参謀だ。
it's good we have her heading up our operations.
普段冷静なくせに思いついたら直情的なんだよ、誠は。
Makoto is normally so calm as well, but once her mind is set, she gets oddly impulsive.
明智への対抗意識もあったんだけど、
Interesting. I did have a bit of rivalry forming with Takechi.
何よりお姉ちゃんがターゲットになったことでいても立ってもいられなかった。
But I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you became target, says.
私が怪盗団に加入したわけはお姉ちゃんの心を治すためだったから。
The reason I joined Phantom Thieves was to heal your heart after all.
手柄のことばかり考えて必死だった。そうね。どうかしてたわ。
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I was desperate. I wasn't myself at all.
分かってあげられなくて。
I'm sorry I couldn't see that.
それはお互い様。
That goes for both of us.
新島さんが取り調べをすることはまこちゃんから聞いてました。
We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do interrogation, Nijima-san.
尋問の場所は私のノートから抜いたデータを見たってことかしら。
And regarding its location, I take it you used the data from my laptop.
ごめんなさい。
Sorry.
続けて。
Go on.
異世界を調べて確認したことは2つ。
There were two things we were able to confirm while we are checking the
警察
metaverse.
ビル内の尋問室周辺で敵との遭
That's
遇や
interesting.
怪盗服への変身は起きないこと。
First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in interrogation room.
もう一つは風景や細部が本当に本物同然だということ。
Second, the scenery and the detail outside of the palace proper palace proper were the same as in the real world. I know what I mean, but
誠
just
か
I
らそ
don't
れ
know
を
the
聞い
word.
た後、明智にバレないようにこっそり下見と実験に行きました。
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went and checked it out without Takechi knowing.
それからもう一つ絶対に必要だったのは
I'm gonna sneeze so hard. There was also one more thing we absolutely needed to make this work.
異
Oh,
世
the
界
phone.
の尋問室に認知存在の彼が現れること。それも
Perfect
本人と見
cognitive
間違う
replica of
こと
him in Metaverse interrogation room.
当然捕まっていない状態では尋問室にはいませんでした。
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
でもカジノの客や警察官を見て大丈夫だと確信した。
Once we saw casino guests and police officers, we were convinced this would work.
どこをどう見ても実物の人間にしか見えなかった
They
から。
look no different from actual living people.
そっから先は明智を騙しながらのパレス攻略。
After that, we just had to work our way into Palace like usual, while keeping a catch in dark.
お姉ちゃんのシャドウを倒すところまでは予定通り。
Everything went as planned up until we defeated CEST Shadow.
けど予想外の警察の待ち伏せにあって私たちは同点。
However, it was then when we met with terrifying, unexpected police ambush.
肝心のお宝を持ち去れなくなってしまった。
As a result, we thought we managed, even though we managed to grab the treasure, we couldn't get it out of the metaverse.
というのはお芝居。
Except that was all an act.
事前に空のアタッシュを仕込んでお宝を持ち去る演技をした。
We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand and merely acted like we were taking a treasure.
警察が来るのは知っていたから。
Yeah, but how did it look like a briefcase? This was because we knew police would be coming for us.
警察が確実に待ち伏せしてくれるように手を打っておいたんだよね。
We made sure before operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us.
であいつ予想通り食いついたってわけ。
And just as expected, he totally took the bait.
警察に捕らえられるところまでは予定通り進んだ。
Us getting captured by the police went exactly how we planned. Wait. Don't the palaces like collapse or something after you beat the boss?
私は何も知らずに尋問をしていたと。
I had been interrogating him with no knowledge of this.
でもどうやって明智を認知世界の尋問室に誘導したっていうの？
But how did you lure Akechi into this cognitive world interrogation room?
座標を取ればやれる。
All I needed were coordinates. It seems like she used the laptop to remotely access the metaverse. Asking her about it now would drag the conversation on too long. I should talk to her later. Really?
明智はパレスで偽物を始末していい気になって帰っていった。
Akechi disposed of the fake palace and left thinking he'd been victorious.
現実の尋問室にいたリーダーからすれば奮発者だろう。
Must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real-world interrogation room.
誰も来ない。何も起きない静かな部屋でふんぞり返っていただけなんだからな。
Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
そのために私に携帯を。君の言葉に動かされるまま受け取ったけど。
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what you told me.
この目で見られなくて残念だったよ。
It's a shame I didn't have opportunity to see that for myself. I couldn't see it either. There was no time. I'm just glad I didn't lie. I didn't die. See this.
私だって急にスマホに届いたメッセージを飲み込むだけで精一杯だったわよ。
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone.
参ったわね。じゃあつまり私も一瞬異世界にいたってことなのね。
So in other words, I've been to the metaverse, albeit for a brief moment.
短時間ならパレスに本人が入っても危険は少ない。過去の経験から思いついた。
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace for a short time.
携帯電話を託したもう一つの理由がそれです。
When we have that experience, I remember that. There is other reason we had him give it to you.
アリババからのメッセージに従って監視を騙して彼の脱出を手伝ってもらうこと。
We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his escape.
尋問室へ引き返させれば新島さんを異世界から返すのも同時に叶うし。
By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well.
つーか慌てて戻られて暗殺帰りの明智と鉢合わせないように結構言い方考えたんだぜ。
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
呆れた。
Astounding.
私の中で大作戦が決行されてるなんて一切わからなかったわ。
I hadn't the slightest idea that such grand operation was taking place within me.
尋問中にお姉さんを説得する件、本当うまくいってよかったよね。
Yeah, I'm so glad Kust was able to pursue you during interrogation.
明智の手は分かってても、 そこだけはずっと不安だったから。
Even thought we knew Akechi's plan. We were pretty worried about that part.
そうね。
True.
どういうこと？
What's that?
お姉ちゃんを味方につけなければ双葉の計画もその後の脱出も叶いません。
Without CEST on our side, Futaba's plan and breakout would have never been possible.
その説得こそ最大の勝負どころでした。
That precision was easily our greatest gamble.
お姉ちゃんと事前の話し合いなんて不可能。尋問中の一発勝負、一か八かの賭けです。
We couldn't consult CEST beforehand. It was absolutely make or break moment of entire plan.
でもあの限られた時間の中でよく私を落としたわよね。
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such short time. Were you confident you could do it? Don't remember tries. I'm gonna say that
そう
fun.
ね。
Understandable.
いず
Okay.
れにしても
I was hoping for more finance.
よくあんな状
Usually we
況
don't
で
get it. Either way, can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
真犯人の計画を伝えられさえすればお姉ちゃんは気づくと思ったの。
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, I knew you realized the bigger picture.
怪盗団のリーダーは真実を言っていて追うべき悪は他にいるって。
Realized that Kust was telling the truth and that there was a greater evil to pursue.
結果、見事に勝利を得た。
As a result, we emerged victorious.
私に秘密にしていたのは真犯人の尻尾をつかむためなのよね。
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit, correct?
そう。それに当時のお姉ちゃんは暴走してたし。
Yes, plus you had lost control of yourself at the time.
乾杯だわ。グーの音も出ない。笑うしかないって気分。
This is stunning. All I can really do is laugh.
明智に偽物を殺させたのはまあ分かったが、
I kind of figure out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake. I mean, he's still alive, right?
遺体はどうしたんだよ。
That's a good point. But what did you do about the body? It's a great
警察
question.
は遺体をろくに確認しなかったんです。
The police never even checked it.
はあ？
射殺された遺体が自殺に偽装できるよう検視官の協力者がいました。
They had coroner working to ensure Kust can. That's annoying. That was reported as suicide.
検視官はろくに自殺現場も確認せず、偽造書類が素通り。
That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along falsified death certificate.
そこまで悪党の手が入った。
Bad guy have that much influence.
でなければ
Unlucky for
署
him.
内で射殺なんて無謀ですよ。協力者の存在も盗聴で予想がついてました。
Murder in police station would be reckless otherwise. We also knew of possible conspirator.
私は双葉ちゃんのメッセージと看守の挙動で理解した。
Thanks to Futaba's message and Futaba's Chan message and guard's demeanor, I eventually came to understand.
何も知らない警察上層部は蜂の巣をつついたような大騒ぎ。
And since higher-ups at police knew nothing of this, they were thrown in disarray.
結果、明智の計画通りに獄中自殺だと報道された。
As a result, Kaskan's suicide during imprisonment were reported on the news, just a catchy plan.
その騒動の裏をついて彼は新島さんの力を借り
And
て
with
脱
that
出したん
confusion,
です。
he was able to escape with Nijima's help.
モルグに遺体がないことへの偽装工作も成功して、未だに生存がバレてない。
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that, nobody knew he survived.
尋問中の拷問もひどすぎる。
Thinking back to interrogation though, can't believe they what they did to
平
Kust.
然と暴力や薬まで使うなんて異常よ。
The callous use of violence and even drug is utterly abnormal.
もし意識を失って携帯の件を言えなければ殺されてた。
If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, he would died.
本当よく無事で帰ってきてくれ
Yeah,
た。
that was close. I'm glad you made it back safe, Kust. That was close.
私も加害者になるところだったのね。
Almost became one of your assailants as well.
でも自殺報道を見た時はさすがに焦ったよ。
What was the treasure in it? I still freak. Oh yeah, the book, right? Something I forgot. Still freaked me out when I saw the suicides on the news though.
彼が尋問を受けてる間、疑われないように普通の生活を心がけてました。
Sorry. My nose is killing me. We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated to avoid drawing any suspicion.
と言っても内心ずっとドキドキで、
Even with that, I couldn't help but worry for him in my heart.
ま、俺はあの瞬間成功したと
Well,
確信したけど
I
ね。
knew right away that our plan would work out.
俺もそう信じたかったが、ことがことだけにな。
I wanted to believe, but considering what we were against,
リュウジは能天気で鈍感だからな。
I would just be dense and carefree side.
猫は黙ってろ。
Can it, cat?
ほとぼりが冷めるまで来るの我慢してたけど、ほんとほっとした。
Had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down. I finally feel relieved.
生きてると分かってても、生身を見るまでは安心できないもんだな。
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry until he could confirm it in person.
今思えば私が尋問を許されたことなんて陣頭指揮官に対する形式だったのね。
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just formality for the head commander.
死ぬ予定の相手を尋問してたなんてひどい茶番。単に後でとやかく言われるのを避けるためね。
What a joke letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. They just wanted to avoid backlash.
いいわ。私は今後もあなたたちに最大限の協力をする。
Very well. From here forward, I will do my utmost to assist you.
助けてもらったしね。
You save me after all.
心強いです。
That's reassuring to hear.
俺も精一杯協力するからな。
I will do whatever I can to help you. Just let me know.
さて、
Carrie?
ちょっと休憩しようぜ。おっさん頭が疲れちまったよ。
Let's take a break for now. Oh, his old brain is pooped.
ああ、それと、これからは集まって話したいときは、一回も好きに使っていいぞ。
Oh, and feel free to use the first floor when you guys want to get together and talk.
安心できるアジトがいるだろう。言ってくれれば、早じまいにしてやるよ。
You'll need to hide out where you can be safe. Just say the word and I will close the shop early. Isn't this like not that safe of a place?
そんな、いいんですか？
You sure?
うかつに外へ出らんねえやつもいるんだ。下で誰が聞いてるかもわからん状態じゃ相談もはかどらねえ。
Yeah, no school. This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you from downstairs.
もともとそのぐらいで大損するほどにぎわってねえしな。
It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town. It won't be a huge loss for me. Don't worry, we are rich.
お言葉に甘え
You
さ
can
せ
rent
て
it
もらお
out.
う。や
Actually,
は
I don't know how much that
り大
money
し
is.
た御人だ。
Let us accept his offer. What a great man. He's happy. Okay. There he is. Shido. Me.
どこかで
That sounds familiar. No, not to many people. It's me, Akechi.
入れ。
Enter. That's fast.
主犯格の死亡診断書ですね。何か問題でも？
That's a death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Is there a problem with it?
いや、なんでもない。
Nothing in particular.
それより、検察の件、ご苦労だったな。
More importantly, you done well with regard to prosecutors.
特捜部長は脳梗塞による病死で確定していま
Yeah.
す。
The cause of death for CIU director has been settled as a stroke.
あいつには捏造絡みでかなり動いてもらった。
Henning worked quite substantially on forging evidence.
しっかり弔ってや
His
るんだな
loss should be mourned.
僕が怪盗の尋問室に入れたのもあの人のおかげですから。
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter Phantom Thief's interrogation room too.
検察も彼の死で混乱しているよう
The
だ。後
SIU
任は
is in
選挙を
disarray
終え
with
て
his
から
death.
ゆっくり選ぶさ。
I will take my time choosing successor after the elections.
それにしても怪盗様々ですよ。おかげで僕は英雄だ。
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I owe it all to the Phantom Thieves.
邪魔者はいなくなった。選挙の勝利も間違いない。
All possible hindrances are gone now. There is no doubt that this election is mine.
続きまして衆議院解散総選挙の話題です。
Yep. And on our next story, the snap election for House Representatives.
公示日を前にして早くも場外戦がスタートしました。
Discussion is swirling around potential nominees as a deadline for candidacy announcement nears.
公示は今月23日、投票は来月の18日に行われ、即日開票され
Oh,
ます
2 days. Candidates will announce on 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on 18th of next. Okay, so that's going to be important date.
選挙ね。
So we're not going to have much time before the
俺ら
next
投票で
palace.
きねえし関係ねえけど。
Technically the last one. But we know we can continue with all the royal parts, right? I assume. Election, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can vote in them yet anyways.
そろそろ再開しましょう。
Why don't we resume our conversation? Huh.
怪盗団も再集結したし、いよいよ反撃だ
A
な。
lot of reading.
明智と黒幕の野郎によ。
Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard backing.
その黒幕は分かったのか？
Have you figured out who's behind it, Liz?
明智のやつ殺した後に安心してポロリしたんだ。
Akechi hasn't really let that slip after the murder.
指導さんって
He said Shido-san.
シドってどこか
We just
聞い
turned
た
TV
ことあ
off.
んだよな。
Shido, feels like I heard that somewhere.
警察の内部に通じてるなんて相当な権力者なのは間違いない。
I like how the kids or young people don't know politicians' names, right? He's mistakenly a man of power if he had such strong connection to police.
指導
指導
正義か？
Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
それ
Who?
誰だっけ？確か政治家のほらリュウジが演説うるさいって言って
I
た。
believe he's politician. Remember, Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
マジ？
For real?
指導が黒幕？
It's certainly possible that Shido is a mastermind.
証拠でもあるんですか？
Do you have some kind of evidence?
物証はないわ。
Not immaterial.
ただいろいろな条件に合致する。
However, there are various conditions which align with that possibility.
まず、精神暴走事件や官僚の不祥事で現